This better not get copyrighted. Yuji double-fisted him. Pause. Gave him that Rob Lucci special. 6-king gun. You know how mad you have to be to punch someone with both fists at the same time? After Yuji finished his Dempsey roll combo, Nobara stood there and let Mahito touch her as if she never played tag growing up. Look at this country bumpkin. Is this your queen of shonen? More like queen of L's. How do you lose both fights in the same arc? 30 minutes, 0 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds, 0 steals. Get her off the court. I'd compare her to Celtics Shaq, but she never had a Lakers Shaq era. He killed Nanami and Nobara. He's up 2-0 at this point. 3 if you count Junpei. Yuji gotta start playing some offense before he gets swept. After taking a beating, Aoi Todo, our king, finally showed up. Yuji and Todo. This squad is nearly as big as the Super Bowl, but the difference is, it's just two guys throwing hands like they're trying to see your funeral. Yuji and Todo jump Mahito, but Todo's just too clean. His Ame no Tojikara game is just on point, and he's swapping at the perfect time, which allows him to land a black flash. The three lock in for one of JJK's coldest manga pages, before going 120%. They're the big three like they started a league. Yuji got his hair slicked back like he's Shinichi. He thinks looking like Sukuna will scare Mahito. I'll come back to that one later. After Mahito copies Naraku's signature move and sends them all to the surface, Todo catches Mahito lacking, but Yuji misses his attack because Mahito has too many moves in his bag. Then he turns into a parasite and starts swinging his arm sights like he's Goto. Then he clones himself like Naruto and creates a transfigured human, turning the battle from a 2v1 to a 2v3. Todo claps it up to swap at perfect times to keep their high ground. Unfortunately, he drops his guard and starts getting slapped across the map like he's in DBZ, or he got hit by Superman's Injustice 2 super move. Todo kills his transfigured human with tactics, but then he faces two more. In Yuji vs Mahito, the latter copies Naraku again, but Yuji dodges it and both get in hits. Todo comes back from making quick work of the humans cause he's a king. Mahito gets desperate and copies Gojo's domain expansion animation cancel to avoid Sukuna's wrath. This ain't a video game, how is he doing that? Todo's arm gets infected so he quickly chops it off. Mahito hits him with a black flash, but Todo is a master and minimizes the damage by concentrating his curse energy in one spot. He clearly learned some moves from Great Island. Mahito's technique returns and he plans to finish off Todo, but when his necklace hits the ground, he pulls a page out of Anko, Obito, and Sasuke's book and uses Mahito's hands as a replacement for his own technique. He gives him the most disrespectful high five ever to switch places with Yuji, who lands a mean black flash all in his face. The split second allowed Todo to escape with minimal damage. I don't think I've ever seen a more insulting high five in my life. That king said, "Let me borrow your hand real quick," and alley-ooped him to get dunked. As Yuji is made to fight another dummy, Mahito receives the freshest glow up in JJK. He went from looking like a Bishonen shoujo character to looking like a demon. The two have dramatic dialogue before they get to work. Mahito can manipulate his hair and tail, but Yuji's instincts level the playing field. His body's even harder than before. Pause? Mahito starts getting the advantage as he grabs Yuji's face and slams him through the ground. You can tell that these two hate each other. Now Yuji's saying, "I need a black flash." Gege, give this man more moves before he gets swept. That's your main character. He's out here begging for a black flash. He has no bag. He has no arsenal. He's a quirkless hero. How is this your main character? I guess Gege took too much inspiration from Bleach. Main character has one move. Yuji ain't beating the side character allegations. And we haven't even gotten to the culling games. I find it hard to believe that Gege likes Yuji. Yuji hits Gon's Jajanken stance before blocking Mahito and going in for a punch. The rivals mirroring each other look so tight. Yuji has his teeth showing through his mouth like he's Two-Face. They both look like villains. Mahito comes up with a scheme, but is thrown off by Yuji's delayed impact. That's right, Yuji can now control whether Divergent Fist hits only once or twice. Todo comes in with his final 200 IQ play. He pretends he can clap even without two hands, which scares Mahito for just enough time for Yuji to give him the meanest back shot yet. He black flashed all over his back. Pause. That punch was so hard, it demoted Mahito from demon back to loser. Out of transfigured humans, his only option is to run as Yuji walks him down while giving him a cold monologue. He's a straight villain talking about, "I don't need a reason to kill you, I'll just keep killing you for eternity." The editor got real disrespectful when they turned Mahito and Yuji into a bunny being chased by a wolf. That was vile. Imagine getting moonwalked and swept so badly you turn into a rabbit. I guess Yuji's curse technique is hocus pocus. It goes well with his brother's boogie woogie. Blood was watching too much Harry Potter. Mahito can't show his face at any more of the curse cookouts. Anytime he gets spotted, they're gonna say, "Ain't you the guy that got turned into a bunny?" No more Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas parties, Halloween parties, or roast battles. Are you dressing up as a bunny this year? Hop to it, don't make me call Yuji now. Want a carrot? What's up, doc? Is Bunny Girl Senpai your favorite anime? Slow and steady wins the race. The jokes would be never ending. Well, he won't have to worry about any of that, because Genjaku shows up and ruins a layup of payoff by absorbing Mahito instead. How do you fumble a bag like that? All Yuji had to do was kill him. This fight is one of the best in JJK. The martial arts and strategies were amazing. Todo's swap teleportation was used insanely well. The Mahito clap and the fake out were the highlights of his game. Yuji's controlled DF was cool, but he seriously needs more moves. He's not able to strategize as much because all he can do is punch and kick hard. Mahito had a ton of moves, but if I'm keeping it 100, it sometimes felt like he was just making stuff up on the spot. This loser's saying the names of his moves like we remember them. I need to use instant spirit body of distorted killing and polymorphic soul isomer. Dog, shut up, you suck at naming moves. I haven't seen such garbage names for super moves since Minato. Gege is not beating the villain allegations. The villains shined more in this arc than the heroes. Dagon handled a 1v3. Toji broke free and then soloed Dagon and then beat up his son. Jogo rinsed 3 sorcerers back to back. Sukuna moonwalked on Jogo and Mahoraga. And now Mahito killed 2 sorcerers and handled a 1v2. Did you know Mahito is the only character to appear individually on 2 volume covers? Bro, the villains are the main attraction at this theme park. Every season is spooky season, call it Long Halloween. I swear, Gege Akuthanos is straight from the Infinity Gauntlet comics. He asked Death what he needed to do to gain her affection. She said kill off half her heroes and he got to work immediately. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and help me revolutionize the manga industry by buying my manga and spreading the word. All important links will be in the description.